hell, cause I play to win. My will is strong, my name is him. It's fire in my eyes, got a flame within. I will not fail, I will.
Don't start shit if you ain't ready to get hit.
Or allow me to drop some knowledge.
We have to disagree. I saw the Sailor Moon outfit.
Just why? Why today? Alright, he's here. Please add it. Alright. Stella's doing it. Got it. Holy
Got it?
shit. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad.
It's okay. Guess what? I think this connection is better anyway, from what it looks like.
Yeah, right.
So it sounds good.
Well, so annoying. Alright, I'm gonna run through this real quick again.
Of course. Show's got to go on.
What's going on, my BMF army? Is your favorite Jedi, the BMF artist. Today is a special day. Not just because of my guests, but it's my pro wrestling idol's birthday, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I cracked open a few of his skis, in his honor. That has been my guy since my first guy. My first guy as a kid was Hulk Hogan. He definitely made the biggest impression on me as a kid, along with others, but you know what I mean? I used to watch his movies and I used to think he was the greatest ever. And then Stone Cold came into my life, and before he was actually Stone Cold. And it was a wrap. Anyway, stay tuned for that podcast because I'm actually going to do a BMF spotlight on Stone Cold Steve Austin pretty soon. My second shout out is to Megan Harden, who actually put me on to my guest today. Megan is awesome. She does it all in the wrestling. She's commentator, ring announcer. She's a promoter. She does everything. And, not a lot of strong women are in the industry that do those type of things. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I watch WWE, most of those female announcers or backstage interviewers kind of are boring to me. Anyway, so now to introduce my special guest tonight, pro wrestler Stefan Rivera, straight out of Miami, Florida. Welcome.
What's up? What's
How
up,
you
guys?
doing today? How's the holidays treating you so far?
Amazing. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. This is great. Great year. Great holiday season. And just happy to be alive. How about you?
I feel that. Thanks for asking. I'm doing well. Just, living at my job for the moment. Visiting home. It's so for most of you know, I work in Madison Square Garden, so there's a lot going on. They actually have a WWE show coming up now, which I decided not to attend this one. I did go to the holiday show last year. But anyway, um Stefan. Megan doesn't send me, a lot of people my ones that she feel are extra special. So I'm hoping that I could see that today from you. Um Florida wrestling is always on fire, from my knowledge. But tell us a little bit of what the business is like out there.
Oh, okay. Well, the business is real cutthroat. I'll be honest. You'll come in thinking one thing. You'll think, oh, you're gonna get these shots. All these things are the ground's gonna move for you almost. But no, you really gotta grind your teeth. You gotta put the work in. You gotta go above and beyond what you even think the standard might be. And you gotta the way I look at it, there's three things a wrestler needs to look at. They need to look at their in-ring work. They need to look at their character work. They also need to work on their ethic, how they handle themselves business-wise. So if they don't have all those three things, they're going to struggle more than someone who's checking those boxes. So yeah, in-ring work is huge. Character work is huge, but also your business is because you're a brand. You got to look at all three. And if you're not, at least paying attention to that, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna have hardships in this business, and it comes with the territory. So why make it harder on yourself? Just stay focused on what's in front of you, and try to check all those boxes as much as possible. That's what I do, and it's hard. It's not easy, and it's an everyday struggle.
What keeps you going?
Oh, the love of it. The love of it. I believe for so many people, wrestling is entertainment, and it has taken them outside of that box we call life, whatever hardship, good, bad, and it gets us just like in our, in our happy place. You know what I mean? We get to enjoy what's in front of us, and problems in life kind of just, go aside. Not that they're disappearing or anything like that, but why not have something that's gonna make us happy that we can enjoy watching it? Sports, people have that, with sports, and wrestling is just huge for that. Men, women, children, we all love it, and it brings us joy to most people. You'd be surprised how many people have never seen wrestling, and they go and they're like, wow, this took me out of my whatever I was thinking about. Now I'm not even thinking about it anymore.
That's super true. I always tell people, check out your local indie wrestling feds. Trust me, it's the most fun.
Absolutely. You're supporting local wrestlers. All of us have dreams. We want to aspire to be, contracted pros and all that. And some of us might make it. So you're definitely going in and getting a glimpse of the future if you're going to these indie shows. So check them out. They're obviously cheaper than going to a WWE show or a AEW show or Ring of Honor show. Or TNA now. So you're definitely going to get your money's worth, and you're going to have a great time.
All right. Let's run it back to the beginning though. How old were you when you became a fan of wrestling? And who, if anyone, were your first impression like that made a first wrestlers that made an impression on you?
Hmm. So I started watching wrestling at a pretty pivotal point in wrestling's history, I would say. My first WrestleMania was WrestleMania 18. So I probably started watching between WrestleMania 18 and 17. My friend coincidentally put me onto a video game, SmackDown, Just Bring It, the one with The Rock. So The Rock was, you might hate
That was
because Stone Cold's the man. Let's just get it straight. But The Rock was the first one to be like, all right, this. Because I was a quiet kid. I didn't talk back when people would bully or anything. I would use my fist, but I would never talk back. And The Rock always had something to say. The Rock always, he called people, all kinds of things. So I respected that, and I noticed that watching him, I would have quick one-liners much faster, so people wouldn't, bully or pick. They would think twice before they say, "Oh shit, this guy's gonna roast me." So, yeah.
So, like, how old were you around that time?
Around that time, I was 11 or 12. I was about 11 or 12, between fifth and sixth grade. It must have been summertime because I had a lot of time on my hands to play wrestling games. And after that, I was like, oh man, I got to get these things. I didn't have PlayStation 2. So I had a PlayStation. So I bought the first SmackDown, and then I bought the second one because they were dirt cheap. They were like $10, the greatest hits at that point. So
Yo,
then obviously.
days.
And, hmm
Now you're spending a solid $100 on a good game and everything it has to offer.
And honestly, I wouldn't know about half of the moves that I do because sometimes people are impressed. How do you know the names of this move? How do you know that move? It's literally because I would play on those video games and I was like, oh, I know this move and this move, and you practice with your pillow, and next thing you know, you're a wrestler.
How old how old were you when you said this is you had the moment where you're like, this is what I want to do? Where did you start training and under who?
Okay, so I knew right away when I was young that I would do it. I didn't know if it would be like what scale, but I knew I would do it. Really young, but for unforeseen circumstances, I didn't get into it till later in my life. Um, I got into wrestling 3 years ago. 3 years ago. I'm 33 years old, so I wasn't older than 29.
So much younger.
Yeah,
You thought you could pass for a teenager. That's good though.
yeah.
I
But
mean,
shoot, they call me 25, so I've been 25
yeah,
for a while.
you definitely. That's great. That means you're aging well. Yeah, you definitely look a lot younger.
Thank you.
So, where did you start training at?
Here in South Florida, I have to give him all the credit for, teaching me the fundamentals and really, helping me out. His name's Pablo Marquez. He was the head coach of the CCW training facility, who's now under Gangrel, the WWF legend. Gangrel
Well,
Heath. The Brood, the new Brood, great guy, great coach also. But Pablo really, he really catered to me. He really gave me the attention that I needed at first, for sure. And then being under Gangrel's tutelage was really awesome. I've kind of branched out from the training facilities and stuff like that. I still train
right,
frequently, but it's not the same. I'm trying to do more shows and things of that nature.
right.
hmm
What would you say the toughest part about training and getting into the business?
Um, your nervous system, your jitters, what other people might think. What would happen with me is sometimes I would be nervous to go, or I'm not embarrassed to say, you're like, oh man, a little scared even, because you don't really know, you fear the unknown. But I will say this: every time I'll go in dragging my heels and leave clicking my feet. Like I'd leave like I was on cloud nine, because you get this adrenaline rush, you get this humongous adrenaline rush, and then you can't sleep all night. So that's what happens. So it's a drug. It's for sure a drug. Some people might be like, oh, I don't want to do this drug this weekend, and then they do it and they love it, and then you know what I mean. So it was like that. It's a little unhealthy, but I love it.
um, and what would you say is your proudest wrestling highlight so far?
Um, well, for me, just getting in the ring, just being a part of a show is an honor. In general, it's really truly a blessing in my opinion, because yes, I always wanted to do this. Yes, I knew that I would be a part of it, but you never really like click. Oh shit, this is real. So every time I'm in there, still wipe your feet. You still show respect. You still shake those hands. You're not above anybody else. Um, and almost every time I'm in the ring, I feel like it's an honor. But my biggest honor to date, it has to be my debut. Working with a gentleman, a legend at that, named Bill Alfonso,
Oh,
ECW legend. So I wouldn't have had that opportunity for
so your debut match?
my debut match. Yeah, yeah.
That's
So he was part of that, and I was, beyond honored. And he's friends with my family, and I still think about him and hold him close, because he's a great guy.
that's freaking awesome.
hmm
I, I love everything you said.
Thank you, thank
All
you.
right, got me. Okay, what is your dream match and why?
Honestly, a WrestleMania main event, you dream big, a WrestleMania match, winning the title would be awesome. And, but a dream opponent would definitely have to say AJ Styles. Um, to me, he's main event quality. I know, people might say he's not but his match quality, that's where I go back, you have to have your promos,
Hey,
your in-ring work. He has two of the three. He doesn't have the character. So, that's why I'm saying, you try your best to beat all
yeah,
parts of your persona.
right.
But AJ Styles to
It's
me.
kind of you lack one, yeah.
Hmm.
Especially when it's character. If you could be amazing and if you have shit mic skills and personality, it kind of negates the other. It's tough.
I have people that I enjoy watching. I know them personally. I enjoy watching them because they're like you're glued to them. It's like watching a car crash almost. But their ring
They
work
have that factor,
in ring work is not that great, but they're entertaining as all hell. Entertaining as
right?
all hell.
Because I mean, if we're being completely honest, my idol, Stone Cold, he's in ring. Even though he's a seasoned vet, he doesn't do so much of the. Nowadays it's all about high flyers and what tricks you could do, and he wasn't like extra special in the ring, but his whole and his mic skills just added to that. You know what I mean?
Larger
So
than life.
I definitely feel you on that.
Larger than life. And Stone Cold did have good matches in Japan and ECW. Well, not ECW, but in Japan. He
Yeah.
definitely had some. He threw down. You'd be
There's
surprised.
a lot of my favorite matches with him, Taker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. He's had a lot of great matches. What I meant is just that he's not like, oh my god, the best wrestler in the ring.
No, 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 no.
Even though I would say he's the best stunner in the ring,
That's
and
right.
I hate KO stunner, but
Absolutely. Look at the match he had with Bret Hart. Look at that match he had with Bret Hart. He's not the caliber of guy Bret Hart, in
yeah,
ring work. But guess what? He told the story. You know what I mean? He told that
abs-
story, and regardless if he was some sort of in-ring general or something like that, he was able to hang, and he told an amazing, amazing story with that whole storyline.
hey guys, what's up, Sophia? That's one of my best friends. Um, if you guys have any questions, don't do feel free to drop them below. Um, Stefan will answer them. So, what is special about you, though? What do you feel like separates you from others?
Oh man, I'm gonna make you laugh. All right, character work is huge for me. All right, I'm gonna make you laugh. You're gonna enjoy yourself, regardless if you like my style of wrestling. You're going to laugh. Some people don't like all the flips. Um, some people don't like all the crowd work and getting the crowd behind. They don't like that. They just like Daniel Bryan. They like that whole holds and real wrestling. And little they know, I wrestled a lot and I can actually hang with a lot of them. So I love that stuff. But that's
Counts.
yeah, no, no.
So, what would you consider your wrestling style?
Um, so I'm Puerto Rican. So, and not to say all Puerto Ricans fight or anything like that. We're all badasses, but I was raised tough and I got into a lot of fights. So I like hard hitting. I love hard hitting. Um, and I do. It's just like I don't know. Maybe I was born to backflip or do all these crazy flips and stuff. But I'm just good at it, so might as well.
So, like a strong style, high flying mix.
Yeah, and I can do a lot of submissions. I wrestled. I was a champion wrestler throughout high school, so I can grapple really well.
Submission specialist.
I don't
Oh,
pull out submissions, but I can do them. I can definitely do them. That's surprising.
okay. I respect that. Strong style was definitely one of my favorite styles of wrestling. I know to a certain degree, you guys, lay hands on each other, but I want to feel that. I don't want to see like a lot of times I go to shows and you see these big guys doing these powder puff hits, and it makes me want to gag. Like,
Yeah, no, you want to hear the impact. You want to see the sweat. This guy wants to say hi. Well,
I want to be immersed. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, wait a minute, wrestling. This is wrestling. It's not UFC. I don't want to have that moment. You know what I mean?
a lot of workers don't think like that either because a lot of them you can tell they've never been in a fist fight. You can tell, and they work that style. You know, it doesn't make much sense their match because like they've never been in a fist fight. They don't know how a fight ends. They don't know
Right.
how it
I
starts.
agree.
When you're in high school and you see everybody fight, everybody goes because it's like the drama, the you know what's going on. You can't miss. You don't want to miss it, and that's what's missing a lot of times in wrestling. Shit, the drama, the oh man, the name calling, all that stuff. They just go in there, you know, and put together a match, and they think it's gonna be cool or whatever, but they don't know fist fight how it goes.
I'm glad because crowd participation obviously is important. Uh, my boyfriend is a wrestler for a very long, and he always says that engaging with the crowd is important. So the fact that you do that is good
100%.
because we're out there, you know. We like to feel like we're part of the show. And, you
Mhm.
know, that back and forth, that's gold
Mhm.
because that means we're in it. We are the mark, technically.
Yep. 100%.
Have you experienced any negative energy or hate while in the business? How did you deal with that?
Oh, absolutely. I definitely did. I definitely did deal with a bit of all kind. I've even dealt with racism. You deal with all kinds of stuff. How you deal with it is you push forward. Um, you process what's going on. You don't want to just react because I've done that too. You respond stupidly,
Right,
and there's it's not an easy business. You know, it's not ballet, as they say, and you're gonna have to deal with a lot of different kind of people. Some people think they know everything about the sport and they'll claim, and then some other people are really great to work with because they're humble and they just want to put something out there that people can enjoy. So some
right.
people are out there for their ego, you know, and you have to walk that tight line, that fine line of am I stroking my ego or am I really contributing, being an asset?
Real talk. You wise man for being in the business 3 years.
Yeah, thank you.
If you get, I ask this to every indie wrestler that I interview because I'm curious. Everybody has their wants and desires for the business. If you got that call from said mainstream fed, televised promotion, who would you want that to be and why?
Which promotion?
Um, any mainstream televised promotion.
Definitely would be the WWE. It would definitely be them. You know, I'm definitely checking my emails all the time, voicemails, all that. So you never know. But
Right.
but not that I'm waiting or anything like that. I'm just kidding. But definitely would hope and pray to one day hear that. I've definitely had dreams where I'm getting a phone call from WWE. You know, I've had those before. That would be a humongous dream come true. Got to work with WWE here and there, but not at the level that I would like. I would love to be a contracted performer for them. Absolutely. So that's the goal. Um, obviously, I would never say no to AEW, Ring of Honor, TNA Impact, or or New Japan, or any of these AAA, any of these big names that they have very big TV
Right.
deals. I wouldn't say no. I love the industry, but I watched WWE when I was first starting. You know what I mean? I wasn't a WCW guy. I did enjoy TNA a little bit too much growing up, but WWE was
Back to Mecca.
yeah, 100%. It got boring a couple times, but it's WWE. They have the best.
They're the Mecca, and we can't deny that.
Mm-mm.
No matter how much shit. I mean, because during 2020, yeah, I wasn't a big fan. When AEW came along, WWE was kind of on a downhill slope. So AEW was like, wow, here's a new promotion. There's a lot of people that I actually know in real life there. And right now, I'm definitely feeling the opposite. I'm so not AEW. I watch it just for my favorites right now, but for me, it's definitely a glorified, rich indie fed. Um, WWE has been stepping their thing up. With Triple H in the mix, he's done wonders.
Hmm.
But
Business is good. Business is good for WWE.
yeah, and it
Business.
feels good that a lot of people don't even deter from WWE. WWE is the mecca, yes, but it's not the only great wrestling promotion. There are so many. New Japan is one of my favorites. Um, the Great Muda, he just retired. Amazing. Um, he was Shinsuke Nakamura is his prodigy. He's fucking amazing. He's one of my favorites. The- he is definitely has this level that nobody to this day has superseded. But that doesn't change the fact that there are so many other great feds like MLW that gets televised on YouTube. Um,
Oh,
it's a lot of places. There's so many great places.
a whole
So
bunch.
that would be your ultimate choice. Yeah, of course,
Hmm.
understandable. I wish you the best of making it there. I don't see any reason from talking to you these 20 minutes why you shouldn't be. Um, definitely is not easy.
No, no, no.
Keep striving towards that goal. Don't give up.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think a big goal, you need to work towards it. It's not going to be handed to you on a silver dish by any means.
Right now, everywhere that you go, all right. For me, I'm definitely more old school with what I like. Um, for me, kayfabe should have never died. For me, that's super important as a fan. Things are different now, so I learned to just adapt to what's going on now. Social media has ruined the way I see wrestlers because I don't like seeing so much um, personal shit. Which one of the things that I respect about my man is that his social medias are wrestling and that's it. But like I said, today is today. We in this generation and things are different. My whole point is I feel like as a wrestler, every show, just like you mentioned, should be important. You should perform like it's important because you never know who's gonna click on this YouTube video and where it'll land you.
Hmm.
So I know as a wrestler, it's important to be seen anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You never know who's watching. You never know who you're going to leave an impression on. You never know who's going to become your fan. You have no idea.
Have you wrestled in any other states or cities
Yeah,
yet?
yeah, yeah. I have Tennessee, Texas.
Oh, nice. Texas rattlesnake.
I want to wrestle in Puerto Rico. That would be amazing. Just because I have so many connections in Puerto Rico, and I could probably contribute a little bit more
Oh,
over
you
there.
better get out there. Puerto Rico's on fire, so
Hmm.
how about New York? You ever trying to come to New York?
Oh, I'd love to. Vince Steele, what's up, man? He was in the chat earlier, so shout out to Vince.
Vince, that's the bro right there.
All you
Vince
guys
is
in New
cool as
York, I
fuck.
love you guys, man. I'll be out there. I'll be out there soon.
One day, definitely. Not, you just have to put me on so I could cover that show.
Hell yeah.
But you should definitely come to a show out here and perform. It would
I'm
be
reaching out.
awesome.
I'm reaching out to all this year. What's that?
Have you ever been here, period?
I've lived in New York. I've lived in New
Oh,
York. I've worked in New York. My mother was born in Manhattan.
oh. So you're not a stranger to us then?
No, no, no.
The last time you came this way.
Well, I was there for work. I was there for work. I used to help with the dental office that was actually out of Manhattan. So I used to go there quite often. So that was my life. That was back in last time I was there for work, 2019. 2019. Spent some time. Yeah.
Been a couple of years since the pandemic and shit, right?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So what do you enjoy more? Being a heel or being a face? Why?
Oh man. I enjoy being a babyface quite a bit more. Quite a bit more. Is it fun to like beat up on somebody and and get the crowd against you so you can make someone else look great? Yeah, it's great. But it's not like, you being the one that brings a smile to someone's face. Um, you
I'm
also
cheering you.
you also make a little bit more money as a babyface. So,
Okay,
yeah, you're gonna sell more T-shirts as a babyface. So
that's true. You sell more merch, right?
yeah.
Um, you ever had like a really bad injury or a crazy road story?
Yes to all. Yes to all.
Give me both.
So um, last year, I would say April, I I tore my ACL, my meniscus. I destroyed my whole knee. Uh,
Oh my God, that's a fucked up injury. How'd that happen?
I was actually in the ring. I was in a tag team match. I won't give out names because I don't want to hurt their potential bookings. But I was in the ring and I went for a lion salt, like Chris Jericho, a lion salt.
Mhm.
And the guy I was going against was too far, and I made a mistake and hurt myself. Although there's enough blame to go around, but I like to take responsibility and um,
How long
and
were you out?
a little over a year, a little over a year. My
Right,
first
because that's
match
a
back,
shitty injury.
a humongous injury. I was scared I wouldn't really walk normal again, let alone be able to do what I do in the ring. I thought I was gonna have to like change my whole style up and all that, which I did to some degree. But
Right.
because I was doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
How are you doing now?
I'm much better. I don't have any pain on my knee unless I like bang it or something like that to get a bruise. But other than that,
Oh,
I'm walking fine. I got my 100% strength back. At first, my leg wasn't getting size. Like I had one skinnier leg than the other one for a little bit of time, which was weird for me. But nobody else noticed it but me, so it was cool.
okay.
And road trip stories. Sure. There was one, and I can give names on this one. Uh, I was riding with Alan S2S Martinez. He's a cruiserweight former champion, great guy, and we were taking a fellow performer home who's from Canada. Well, we weren't taking him home. We were taking him to his hotel. So his
Yeah.
hotel was along A1A in Fort Lauderdale, and we're passing by like it was dead. No one was out anymore. It was
Mhm.
late as hell. Um, and we're driving along A1A, which here in Florida is like the beach, like Ocean Drive. Like you have the road and then you have the ocean. So we were along there, and sometimes you have patches with like bars and stuff to do. So we're passing one of those like patches where there's stuff to do, and just driving. We're almost to this guy's hotel, literally a block or two away. And next thing we know, we see some guy like on the floor, and this guy looked like he was a white guy dressed like how Kanye used to dress in '08, like like a pop like that, polo on, looked like he belonged on the golf course, right? Guy's crawling on the floor on the street like a zombie. We see him. We both. I'm in the passenger seat. I'm not driving, but we both see him at the same time. We look at each other. We swerve, and when we saw his face, because he was looking up from being on the ground. We saw his life flash before his eyes, and that was the craziest thing. And yeah, that was one of the. We almost killed the guy. And that was wild. We would have been on the news for the wrong reasons.
Weird.
Hmm.
All right. So, like a promo, how do you feel your promos? Are you comfortable with them?
I love promos. I ask people to ask me for a promo.
All right. So, like a promo, I want you to explain to me what wrestling means to you.
You want me to promo right now? A promo. Let me tell you something. Wrestling fans, wrestling people, wherever you're coming from. Wrestling to me is my number one end all be all. All right? And I've never never given up on something I cared this much about a day in my life. So let me tell you something. You come out and see me, you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna dance. You're gonna do all the fun stuff you wish you could do on your regular days. So come out, check me out, have fun, and who knows what might happen. It's gonna be a crazy night.
I like you. I support. I support.
Respect
Okay.
goddess, we like you too.
Um. So what you got lined up for the beginning of 2024?
Definitely more work with Megan. Shout out to Megan. I love her. To this day, my mother's favorite ring announcer. So shout out to her. She knows that. I've told her many times. Uh, I have more work with her. I would love to, maybe get more with her. She's great to work with. I have a ladder match January 20th. So if you're in Ocala, Florida, definitely check it out. The wrestling promotion is called Florida Wrestling Empire. And I'll be in a 4-way ladder match for the South Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. So definitely come check it out.
That's dope. That sounds interesting. Definitely. Do you have any merch or future merch coming out?
Definitely do. If you go on Amazon, which is all on Amazon, if you want to buy it directly on there, you can. If not, come to the show. I mean, you're going to get to meet me and probably wear the same merch I'm wearing that night. So it's a win-win. But if you want to buy it and see the whole catalog, Amazon's got it.
You could send me the Amazon info and I'll add it to the video.
Absolutely.
For the YouTube watchers. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for making time for us. I hope to see nothing but great things for you in the future. And maybe down the line you could come back and we could update everybody and how you're doing.
Absolutely. In New York, we'll do in person, okay?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Sweet.
Cue the broken glass.
The stunners. That's right.
All right, guys. Thanks for being here. You already know. Subscribe to PMS Goddess on YouTube. I'm gonna add Rivera post, so definitely follow him and his career. Thanks again for being here, and we'll talk soon. Good night, guys. May the force be with you.
Merry Christmas.